Alright, let's talk about something that sounds like it came straight out of a sci-fi novel. Yes, we're talking about the elevator into space. Imagine this, instead of rocketing your way into orbit with all that noise and smoke, you just step into an elevator that takes you up, and away from Earth. Sounds too good to be true? Well, in 2026, it's not just a dream, it's a reality in the making. This isn't some futuristic gadget from a movie. This is real engineering, real innovation, and real excitement for space travel. So what exactly is this elevator into space? It's basically a massive cable that stretches from Earth's surface to a platform in space, where you can then launch into orbit or even beyond. Think of it like a giant zip line, but instead of going from one tree to another, you're zipping all the way out of our atmosphere. The idea is simple: use gravity and physics to get you up there without the need for massive rockets. It's like taking the stairs instead of climbing a mountain, except in this case, the mountain is Earth itself. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, traditional space travel requires tons of fuel, which is expensive, dangerous, and environmentally taxing. Rockets are loud, they shake things up, and they leave behind a lot of debris. The elevator into space aims to change all that by offering a more sustainable, cost-effective, and efficient way to get into orbit. It's not just about getting to space. It's about making it accessible for everyone, from scientists to tourists, without the usual headaches. But wait, how does this even work? Let's break it down. The elevator would be anchored to a point on Earth like a super strong tower or a platform in the ocean, and then extend up into space using some kind of counterweight system. As you ride the elevator upward, gravity pulls you back down, but the counterweight helps keep things balanced. It's all about harnessing the power of physics to make this whole thing work without needing massive amounts of fuel or energy. And here's where it gets even cooler. Once you reach the top of the elevator, you're already in space. No need for a rocket boost, just step off and you're on your way. This could revolutionize how we explore our planet and beyond. Imagine sending satellites up without the noise or pollution, or even taking a vacation to space with just a few clicks of a button. It's like having a portal to the stars right at your doorstep. So, you've heard about this crazy idea called an elevator into space, right? Well, let me break it down for you. Imagine if instead of blasting off like a rocket with all that fuel and noise, you just climbed up a super tall tower, kind of like a giant elevator shaft, and then poof, you're in space. That's the basic idea behind an elevator into space. It's not your typical rocket science. It's more like a vertical highway to the stars. Now, let me clarify something because this might sound too good to be true. An elevator into space isn't just any old elevator. It's a massive structure that goes way beyond our current tallest buildings. Think of it as a steel cable or a series of tubes that stretch from Earth's surface all the way up to low Earth orbit, which is about 100 miles above us. Instead of rockets burning fuel and creating tons of pollution, this system would use some kind of counterweight or magnetic levitation to lift passengers and cargo into space. But wait, how does it even work? Well, traditional rockets rely on powerful engines that push against the atmosphere, which is why they're so loud and messy. An elevator into space, on the other hand, would use a combination of gravity and inertia. The idea is to build a structure that can support the weight of the elevator car as it ascends slowly, using some kind of propulsion system at the top or bottom to keep things moving. It's like a giant pulley system in outer space. Now, you might be thinking, why would anyone want to do this instead of rockets? Well, for starters, it's way more efficient. Rockets use up a lot of fuel just to get off the ground, and they're not very eco-friendly. An elevator into space could potentially reduce the cost of getting into orbit by a huge margin. Plus, it's much quieter and less disruptive to the environment. Imagine being able to travel to space without the roar of engines or the smoke from rocket launches. Sounds like a dream come true. But hold on, there are some serious challenges here. Building something that's thousands of miles tall is no small feat. We'd need materials strong enough to withstand extreme temperatures and pressure, which is currently beyond our technological capabilities. Plus, there's the issue of space debris and how to keep the elevator safe from micrometeoroids and other hazards. It's a big engineering puzzle, but if we can crack it, it could revolutionize space travel. Alright, let's talk about the real magic behind this elevator to space. Because if you thought a regular elevator was impressive, wait until you see what's going on here. This isn't just some steel cable and motor. It's an engineering masterpiece that combines materials science, robotics, and propulsion systems into one seamless operation. Imagine building something so tall it pierces the sky, yet somehow stays standing without collapsing under its own weight. Sounds like a physics nightmare, right? Well, that's where advanced materials come in, like carbon nanotubes and ultra-strong alloys that are lighter than steel but tougher than diamonds. These materials are the backbone of this elevator. allowing it to stretch thousands of kilometers into space without breaking a sweat. Now, let's talk about robotics, because if you thought elevators were just about moving up and down, think again. This elevator isn't just a simple lift. It's a fully automated system that requires precision engineering at every level. Think of it like a robotic arm with the strength of a crane but the finesse of a surgeon. The elevator car itself is equipped with advanced sensors and AI-driven systems that can navigate through space debris, adjust for gravitational changes, and even perform maintenance tasks autonomously. It's like having a robot that not only moves you up but also keeps track of your every move, except it's doing it in zero gravity, which adds another layer of complexity to the design. And then there's propulsion, the final piece of this technological puzzle. Unlike traditional rockets, which burn fuel and leave behind exhaust, this elevator uses a combination of electromagnetic propulsion and solar energy to power its ascent. Picture a system that uses magnetic fields to push the elevator upward, much like how maglev trains float above tracks without touching them. This method is not only more efficient, but also significantly reduces the environmental impact compared to traditional space travel. Plus, it's way cooler than burning fuel. Imagine being propelled into space by invisible forces and solar power, like a futuristic version of a roller coaster that never stops. But here's the kicker. All these technologies have to work together in perfect harmony. It's not just about having strong materials or advanced robotics. It's about integrating them seamlessly so that the elevator can function reliably for decades without breaking down. Engineers had to solve problems like thermal expansion, vibration control, and even the challenge of keeping the elevator aligned with Earth's rotation as it ascends. It's a bit like building a bridge across an ocean, but instead of concrete, you're using nanotechnology and AI. And if that doesn't sound impressive enough, remember this. Once this elevator is up and running, it could revolutionize space travel by making it more accessible than ever before. So there you have it. This isn't just a futuristic dream. It's the result of decades of innovation in materials science, robotics, and propulsion. It's like if you took the best parts of modern engineering and threw them into one massive project that could change how we explore space forever. And honestly, if this elevator is half as cool as it sounds, we might just be looking at the next big step in human exploration, because who wouldn't want to ride an elevator straight to the stars? Alright, let's get this straight. This elevator isn't just a cool idea. It's a game changer for space travel. Imagine being able to reach orbit without the massive costs of rockets. That's right, the first elevator into space is all about making access to space more affordable and efficient than ever before. Instead of burning through tons of fuel, this elevator uses gravity and some seriously smart engineering to get you up there, which means less money spent on propellant and more budget left for actual science or business ventures. But wait, what's the big deal with cost-effective access? Well, think about it. Right now, sending a single kilogram of cargo into orbit can cost thousands of dollars. With this elevator, that price tag could drop dramatically. That means scientists can afford to send more experiments up there, companies can launch satellites without breaking the bank, and even everyday people might one day take a ride to space for a vacation or a business meeting. It's like having a superhighway to the stars, and it's going to make space travel accessible to everyone. Now, let's talk about scientific research. This elevator isn't just about getting things up there. It's also about bringing them back down in a way that's more controlled and precise. Imagine being able to launch a satellite for weather monitoring or a telescope for deep space observation without the risk of it burning up on re-entry. Plus, with this system, researchers can conduct experiments in microgravity for longer periods, which is crucial for studying everything from human physiology to material science. It's like having your own lab in space, and you don't have to worry about expensive rocket launches. And then there are the commercial ventures. This elevator could be a goldmine for businesses looking to expand into space. Companies can use it to deploy satellites for communication networks, monitor Earth from above, or even test new technologies in orbit before sending them on more complex missions. Think of it as a launchpad for startups and established companies alike, giving them the tools they need to innovate without the usual financial hurdles. It's like having a business incubator that floats in space, and the sky's the limit. So, putting it all together, this elevator isn't just about reaching orbit. It's about revolutionizing how we explore, research, and commercialize space. Whether you're a scientist, an entrepreneur, or just someone who loves the idea of space travel becoming more accessible, this is going to be a huge step forward. It's not just the future of space exploration. It's the present, reimagined. Alright, let's talk about how this first elevator into space is going to change everything. Imagine being able to zip up to the edge of Earth's atmosphere in a matter of minutes instead of weeks or months. That's not just cool, it's revolutionary. For government agencies like NASA and private companies like SpaceX, this means they can send more missions, do more experiments, and even set up permanent bases on the moon or Mars without breaking the bank. It's like upgrading from a bicycle to a supercar in terms of speed and efficiency. This elevator isn't just about getting there faster, it's about making space travel sustainable. Right now, rockets are expensive, messy, and not very eco-friendly. They leave behind tons of debris and use up a lot of fuel. But with this new technology, we can reduce the environmental impact significantly. Think of it as switching from a gas-guzzling car to an electric vehicle that runs on clean energy. It's a game-changer for both our planet and space exploration. And let's not forget about accessibility. Space has always been the playground of the wealthy few, but this elevator could change that. If we can make it cheaper and more reliable, then maybe one day, regular people will be able to take a trip to space like they do on a plane. Imagine booking a flight to low Earth orbit for a weekend getaway or even going on a vacation to the moon. It's not just science fiction anymore. It's becoming reality. For private companies, this is a goldmine. They can offer new services from satellite deployment to space tourism and do it more efficiently than ever before. Plus, with lower costs, they can invest in research and development, leading to even more innovations. It's like opening up a whole new market that was previously out of reach. And for government agencies, this means they can focus on bigger goals, like exploring Mars or studying the universe in greater detail. So what does all this mean for us? Well, it means we're on the brink of a space age that's more inclusive, sustainable, and exciting than ever before. This elevator isn't just a step up, it's a leap forward. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the first person to ride it into the stars.